Squincher Outdoors would not be possible without the support of these awesome companies. The Resource Center, Mossy Oak Properties, Ulrich Marine, Top Gun Shooting Sports, Jim Butler Chevrolet, Lily's Landing Resort and Marina, Forbush WRS, Spartan Camera, Helix Gunsmithing, Rustic Timbers Furniture, Extreme Outdoors, Bowtech Archery, Excalibur Crossbows, Torch Eyewear, Hot Shot Manufacturing, Tops Camo, Vortex Optics, Magnus Broadheads, Garmin, and of course our friends at Squincher.
Well, in this week's episode of Squincher Outdoors, I get to do something a little bit different. I don't have to be the fishing guide today. I'm meeting my good buddy Casey Scanlon, FLW Tour Fisherman and guide here at Lake of the Ozarks, and we're going to go out and play on the water a little bit today and see if we can catch us a largemouth bass, which is something I don't get to do very often. So we're getting ready to get on the water and go have a little bit of fun. Well guys, on today's episode of Squincher Outdoors, we're at Lake of the Ozarks. I'm with my good buddy Casey Scanlon, and when he's not on tournament trail, he'll actually do guide trips up here at Lake of the Ozarks, and he's nice enough to take some time out of his week to get us out on the water. What are we expecting today? I know it's late summer.
Yeah, so expecting to catch a lot of fish. There's a lot of schooling activity out here. A lot of fish are getting around these deeper docks and stuff like that, but we're going to go target some of these bigger fish, these tournament grade fish. So we're going to throw some Trophy Bass Company jigs and some Tackle HD plastics on some shaky heads and Texas rigs, and we're going to just kind of drag them around some deep structures, some brush, and maybe even go shallow here later in the day once some of these shadows get up, and try to catch a big one on a topwater. So a lot of stuff going on. Fish are kind of spread out doing their thing here in the summertime, so a lot of options here at the lake. So we're going to go show you a few things to target some of these fish.
Now I know you're a Garmin guy. Will we utilize your live scope today, you think?
Absolutely, man. That Garmin is unbelievable out here. So we utilize live scope almost every day out here. So we're going to be seeing fish on it and actually throwing to them. We'll be seeing a lot of the structure we'll be fishing, whether it's brush piles or the tip of a point or something like that. You'll be able to see those fish hanging on the ledge, hanging on the brush. So real key out here. If we don't see them, we don't fish them.
We don't fish them. Yeah, you guys, you're not going to want to miss this episode. If you've ever wanted to come Lake of the Ozarks and try and catch a big bass, this is a guy you guys want to get hooked up with. I'll give you all of his information at the end of the show, and let's go catch a fish, man.
All right, let's do it. On the right side of this point right here, and I got a jig, crankbait. I got a few drop shots set up. Drop shots been pretty good for catching numbers. Some of the bigger ones have been on the jig. So, and this shaky head, I'll hand you a shaky head to start with. But yeah, soft plastics have been kind of the name of the game as far as catching fish here lately. Just keeping it on the bottom, keeping it slow. We're starting to get a lot of fish suspended, but they're just a lot harder to target, obviously. Yeah, these fish will be anywhere from, they'll be pretty deep, anywhere from 12 to 25 feet.
25. Are you just dragging this, or are you hopping it, or what do you want to do?
I'm trying to drag it. It's slow on the bottom. I'm using a lighter weight on there than normal, just because it seems like a lot of these fish are suspended and catching it on the fall.
kind of water temperature do we have today?
We're at right at about 79, 80 degrees. So we, you know, these fish have been moving a lot, and there's a ton of fish in this lake. So typically, you know, if we don't catch them pretty quick, just keep on moving, because there's a lot of spots all over the lake, no matter where you're fishing at. There's some good fishing nearby.
Top Gun Shooting Sports is one of the largest indoor shooting ranges in the Midwest. Designed and built using state-of-the-art range and ventilation equipment, you will not find a safer, cleaner, or friendlier gun range. Top Gun is a fun, relaxed, family-oriented facility looking to make every experience a great one. They even offer group and private lessons. Top Gun carries a wide variety of new and used firearms in every platform, with ammunition at a reasonable price, also available online. If it involves firearms and shooting, Top Gun has it all, including a wide range of memberships for individual and corporate. Call Top Gun Shooting Sports today for more information.
Hey John, I bought that ATV and I need a quote fast, but man, I gotta go. Here comes a buck.
The Resource Center serving Branson and Springfield, Missouri specializes in home, auto, motorcycle, and recreational vehicle insurance.
Hey Tony, here's the insurance for your four-wheeler and your ID card. Glad we could get you back in the woods.
Appreciate it, man. I can't believe you guys got it done so fast. I got plenty of time. I'm gonna go hit the trees right now.
I'm gonna be right behind you.
If you're hunting for top coverage at a great rate, call John Schaefer at the Resource Center and let him save you some big bucks.
Hi, I'm Jeff Forbush, and we are Forbush WRS.
We are your one-stop shop for personalized custom gun modifications. Our company is one of the select certified Cerakote applicators in the Midwest with endless designs and colors available. The complete process is done in-house from start to finish, with each detail getting precise attention. The same care applies for our custom engraving services. If you are not happy, we are not happy. We treat each project as our own, and no idea is out of reach.
There we go.
There was one of those little guys. Not quite what we were looking for, but
Fish.
first bite. Ate that jig pretty good.
Yeah, you did.
It looked like there was 4 or 5 of them sitting right on top of that thing, so we'll let him back in and see if we can get his big brother.
Did you get that, David?
Might have to get a net on that one, huh?
A little bigger than the last one. Well, he just barely kicked it.
Yeah, they're not super aggressive.
Oh, good one. There goes your lure.
It's all right, we got plenty of lure.
That'll work.
That's the kind we're after, huh?
Get 5 of those on a tournament day, you'd be pretty happy, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it takes 5. Man, they are mean too. Pretty good one.
Now, yeah, that's a nice Lake of the Ozark bass here for midsummer. Beautiful fish. Got good color.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so those fish are just up here relating to brush piles out here on the inside of some of these points. So let's get another one. I'll get that snag out and we'll get back after it.
Okay guys, that last fish came off this Tackle HD stick worm, and it's a green with a little purple flake in it. I'm throwing it on a shaky head, and that bass just thumped it, and he was sitting right on a brush pile. So hope he's got a bunch of these, because we just started.
Oh, I broke him off.
Did you really?
Dang it. I had a bad spot.
Oh, look, there he is.
Is he a big one?
Yeah, he was a nice one. He didn't like that. He was unhappy.
I had a bad spot in my line. I checked it just a second ago and I got that snag and I got
You did
ready.
retie. Oh, there's another. I got the little guy. He missed the big one.
I missed the big dog. Well, they're in there. Nice. Yeah, it looks like there's several. I mean, I'm looking at that Panoptics and it seems like, you know, they're just sitting right on top of the brush this morning. I mean, there looks to be, you know, at least a good half a dozen fish right in there. And there's another one.
All different sizes.
It seems like usually those better ones seem to bite first.
Oh yeah, they get one or two chances at the good ones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a good thing about these worms on the shaky head. It's kind of get tore up a little bit on the tip. You can just cut a 1/4 inch of it off and just rehook it right back on there and use it again.
Well, there is a bunch of them in there. I had one biting on my big worm right there.
Yeah, this would be a fun guy trip. This is like fishing.
We don't get to do it all.
There he is.
Nice,
Popped
dude.
him off that rock.
A little keeper. Grab him for you. Hey, buddy. There you go.
Another nice little largemouth. Well, they're warm, ain't they?
Yeah.
The water's hot.
It is hot, man. You want to definitely, if you're fishing a tournament, ice down those live wells and
Keep the aerators running.
keep the aerators running. That's for sure.
Hey, it's the first time I've ever thrown one of these 6-gill rod and reels. It's pretty nice so far. Are you liking them?
Yeah, I absolutely love them. Been with them this year. They've got some really good deals online. You can get a lot of buy one get ones, but they got rods all shapes and sizes and different price ranges. So lightest equipment I've ever used. Super durable. They've got you know, several different models of reels and a ton of different models of rods. So you can pretty much find whatever you're looking for. They've got technique specific stuff on there, as well as, you know, different models like this Mayaka here is like, you know, in the $150 price range, and if you want to go high end, you know, you can do something like this Siren here. So they've got stuff for pretty much everybody.
Do they have spinning rods too?
They do. They've
got
they've got some really good spinning rods. They got a Dreadnought spinning rod over here. We'll be using that a lot today. So, you know, as the day wears on, fishing's going to get tougher. We'll pick up that Dreadnought spinning reel and do a little bit of finesse fishing.
Sweet.
Extreme Outdoors in Branson, Missouri is the largest tackle shop in the Tri-Lakes area. With an extraordinary inventory of fishing equipment and top professional knowledge, Extreme Outdoors will have you lipping that fish of a lifetime on your next trip. If hunting is your thing, Extreme Outdoors has you covered. Not only do they carry top-line bows and archery accessories, they also have the experience to get you and your gear ready for the field. While you're there, pick up your license and permits. Walk out of the best shop in the Tri-Lakes area knowing you're ready to tackle the extreme outdoors. Helix Gunsmithing is a full-service machine shop specializing in complete repair, restoration, and customization of all your firearms. Helix brings extensive experience in troubleshooting to your toughest firearm issue, returning your firearm to a fully safe and operational condition. You need custom parts? No problem, Helix has got you covered. Helix can even build your custom gun. From handguns to long-range precision rifles, it's truly your call what Helix can build for you. Helix prides in providing customer service with easy access to their gunsmiths. At Helix, you are their most valuable customer every time you visit.
Seems like all the bites have been about halfway back to the boat, though, haven't they?
Yeah, they're out there a little bit off the bank. You know, there's definitely always a few fish up shallow roaming, but they're kind of, these fish seem to be using that kind of mid-depth range this morning. A lot of those fish will kind of hang out in these brush piles early on.
Good one?
Yep. He's running at me.
They're munching that jig when they hit it, ain't they?
Yeah, you know, when they get it, they put it down their throat. They love a jig here. We fish it, you know, almost all year round. This is my Trophy Bass Company Pro Jig. Got it in a 1/2 ounce for the brush piles. You know, keep it up out of the brush a little bit and just let you fish it a little slower. But, you know, I like a black and blue jig pretty much anywhere, but it works real good. You know, kind of in the mornings, low light conditions, in the evenings. And then I got a Tackle HD T-craw trailer on there. That's my favorite craw trailer. Been using it a long time. Has a lot of action to it. So
Pretty bulky bait too, isn't it?
it's a big jig. So you saw that one that jumped off here, or I broke off a minute ago. You're targeting big fish out here with this bait, so you're going to sacrifice a few bites sometimes, but it definitely produces a little bit bigger bite.
You hit it right there.
Coming all the way.
A little bit of peckerhead. I felt him ticking up there.
They got them out in front of every one of those sycamores. That's a big pile. Looks like a lot of something in there. There he is.
Yeah, I thought he dropped it.
Nice.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Habitat Taxidermy.
The official taxidermist for the Squincher Outdoors team. Call David Vessel at Habitat Taxidermy at 417-840-0058 and preserve your memory of a lifetime.
Let's get this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, let's get out of here. Nice fish. Heck yeah. Another one of those 2+ pounders. Good tournament fish.
They're active, ain't they?
They are. They're active on that shaky head.
Poor fish have been caught before.
Catch and release.
Oh, there's a good one.
Thank you, sir. Nice little fat one. Boy, they've been eating good, huh?
They're pretty.
Thank you.
He hit it on the way down. I just let that sink to the bottom.
Well, I better get a rod out there.
Well, you don't have to take it.
Well, it's fun reeling in on that long cast, isn't it?
I let it, that was as far as cast I could. I just let it sink to the bottom, and before it sank, he got it. And he spit out the rod.
Chewing a little bit. Mine right now.
I mean, just boom, boom, boom.
You let go of it too.
Third time I couldn't resist. I did it on the third one. Do that again. Get him? There you go.
I got him. Quick release. And he got my craw.
Another one. Got him that time.
There you go. Tell you what, they're fired up when you catch them.
Yeah, it's summertime, but they're still very active.
Alright. A lot of those piles. That's a big in there. I think. There you go.
There we go, boys. Well, you just threw that out, didn't you?
Yeah, I just tossed it right in that pile we just went through, and just switched worms up. A little more finesse worm from Tackle HD. Got that nice fish there. 3-pound fish. God, they are fired up.
Hey.
Squincher Outdoors team is always on the move, and we depend on Jim Butler Chevrolet in Fenton, Missouri to get us where we need to go. With the largest selection of Chevy trucks at unbeatable prices, it doesn't make sense to go anywhere else. Sales manager Alex Cox and our buddy Scott Johnson promise to put you in a vehicle at a price you're not going to believe. Jim Butler Chevrolet not only has unbeatable prices, but a service and finance department that will treat you like family. Call Scott Johnson right now and let Butler Chevrolet show you why we won't buy from anyone else.
Well, so far, guys, we've had a pretty good morning. It's getting a little later in the day, and Casey's going to take a second and kind of explain to everybody about the Garmin Live Scope. You guys, as a fishing guide, it's a game changer, and I know for the tournament guys, if you don't have Live Scope, you might as well stay home.
Yeah, you know, it's a real game changer. You can see what's going on in front of your boat at all times. You know, wherever I face that trolling motor, you know, I'm shooting out, you know, most of the time 70, 80 foot in front of me. So I can see that brush pile, I can see those fish, and I can actually see my lure. So we're using it to put it right on these brush piles this morning. We can see the fish in them. And right now,
if there's no fish, you just don't fish it.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, we're real efficient with our casts. Right now we're looking for some brush piles and fish, and we're going to try to, you know, throw right in them and watch our bait go down to them and watch those fish eat it.
Those are Jed.
Oh no, they're well, that didn't take very long.
Getting a little later in the morning, Casey said, let's go stop by one boat dock and see if there's any topwater fish. One cast, one fish. Well, Casey, man, we've had a good morning here on Lake of the Ozarks for late in the summer. I can't believe how many bass we caught. Take a few minutes just to kind of tell everybody about the baits we use and a little bit of the technique.
Yeah, it was a good day of fishing. We haven't been out here that long, got a lot of bites, and you know, it's a really healthy fishery right now. But today we're mostly fishing around brush piles, some deeper cover, and you know, we were targeting anywhere from, I'd say, 12 to 25 feet of water. So we were fishing the Tackle HD new trick stick. It's just a 5-inch straight tail worm, big thick profile, and I had it on a Trophy Bass Company 5/16 or 3/8 ounce shaky head. That was that seemed to be the key bait today. Got a lot of numbers of bites. My go-to out here is the Trophy Bass Company Pro Jig, and today I was throwing it in a 1/2 ounce, mainly because we were fishing around brush. That 1/2 ounce just hangs up a little bit less and goes through the cover really good. It's got a stout hook on there, made for catching some of these big fish. So caught a few on that, and then we also picked up some of the Tackle HD finesse worms and finessed a few this morning as well. But those were kind of our mainstays. The big worms always a player here in the summer, but slow and steady with the soft plastic seemed to be the key today.
You guys, Casey's really good with his Garmin Live Scope, so we took a few minutes. We went out to one point, he found one brush pile and dropped down 3 times and caught 2 fish. So, you know, the Live Scope is something that's just been a game changer for the tournament guys and the fishing guides. So, man, I appreciate you having Squincher Outdoors down on your boat today, and head back to the boat dock and go eat some lunch.
I appreciate you having me, and we'll see you guys next time.